Be honest, when you speak in English, does this happen that you think in Hindi, then you translate it to English, but when you start speaking it, you just start panicking? What if I tell you that's exactly why you're not able to speak the English that exists in your mind? Hi everyone, my name is Sanjana Arora and I am a certified English trainer. And in today's video, I am going to tell you exactly how to start thinking in English. I know everybody must have told you that start thinking in English if you want to sound fluent. But the question is how to think in English. And today I'm going to give you very simple tips and I'm going to show you the practical implication as well, that how you can actually start thinking in English even if your English is really basic. So the first thing is start surrounding yourself with the language that you want to speak in. So if you want to learn how to speak fluent English, then start surrounding yourself with English language. Now, how you can do that? Well, it's very easy with the help of technology. What you need to do is you need to listen to at least one English YouTube video every single day without any exception, and that has to be active listening. That means you need to sit with full focus in front of the screen when you are watching that video. So that is meant to be number one thing. The second thing is meant to be that whenever you're doing some work, let's say you're getting dressed up, or let's say you're cooking, you're cleaning, or you're doing any of the tasks of the day, just play something, some podcast or anything that you like to listen to in English. Now that is meant to be passive listening, in which your focus is not completely on that, but somewhere in the background it's playing. Now it doesn't matter if you're able to understand it or you're not able to understand it, because you know what happens when we start listening to any new language. Initially we are not able to join the words that are being said, but after a certain period of time it all comes into picture and you start understanding. And what I suggest, actually, because I speak multiple languages, I speak French, I speak English, I speak Hindi, Punjabi, and now I've even started out with the new language, that's Mandarin. Now one thing that I do differently is I play the same content for at least 1 week. Now what happens with this is that when I'm listening to the same sentences every single day, I do not require translation. Those words, they start fitting into my brain. Those sentences, they start coming naturally to me. So little by little I start seeing the progress. Now the second thing is speak out aloud. I don't just want you to be thinking in English in your brain. I want you to speak out those things aloud, because what happens is that when you are thinking silently in your brain gets to do the translation, because it's your brain which is doing the exercise, right? So your brain gets to translate the sentences. But when you are speaking it aloud, and by speaking it aloud I mean by speaking it at this kind of voice, a voice which is loud, not like this, like this. You don't have to speak in this voice. Start speaking aloud, because once you start doing that, your voice gets the output, and the language that exists in your brain eventually starts coming out from your mouth, and that English flows naturally. And now what you can do is you can start talking about the daily sentences. Like for example, when you are eating your food, you can tell yourself that now I'm eating food. And when you're getting dressed, you can say that now I'm getting dressed, now I'll be heading to work. Start talking to yourself and start saying those sentences aloud. Please don't speak them just in your brain or just inside you. Now the third thing that I have for you is something very interesting, and I try telling this to my students, and whenever I am learning a new language I do the same as well. Now instead of learning the words, the new words, with the help of translation, try to learn them with the help of images. For example, if I need to learn how do we call a flower in French, so I will not say that flower in French is fleur. I'll be like, what is this? This is fleur. So whenever I see this image, I should have in my brain the word fleur. So I need to associate images with words, not the words which I already have in my native language and then I'm learning them in some translated language. So instead of learning new words with the help of translation, try learning them with the help of flashcards. So let's say we want to learn the word exhausted. So how we can learn it? Just imagine that there is a person who is laying on the floor and is having sweat. So what you can say that this person is exhausted. So now whenever you'll see a person in this condition, you'll know that the word for it is exhausted, right? And one more thing that you can do is try to keep a diary in which you are writing every single day for 5 minutes. So you have to describe your day or anything you liked or you didn't like in English. But when you are doing that, you don't have to look for any word, any translation, any grammar correction anywhere on the internet. It should be all on what you know. You know, it is not always important to be correct, but it is important to be confident at times. So once you start doing it, once you start writing every single day, your brain will start organizing thoughts, and that will eventually give you confidence. But if you'll be relying on translation, like for example, if I'm writing something and I start looking for the word on the internet for that, my brain will always know that I need some external support. And if I want to think independently in English, my brain needs to believe that I can do that without the help of internet. So number one thing is stop taking help of internet all the time, right? Now you must be saying, what if I'm writing and I don't know a word? What will I do? If you don't know a word, try to explain the word, and then once you have completed your task, then look for that word and then end up learning it. But the moment when you are actually in the practical mode, when you are trying to learn specifically, when you're trying to write specifically, at that particular moment, please do not refer to translations or internet for anything. Next is engage in conversations. Now you might say that if we are not confident for the moment, how can we talk to people? Well, you know, with the help of technology, now it's extremely easy. If you don't feel at ease in the beginning to go out and speak with other people, you can do it online. And if you don't want to do it in front of your nose, you have multiple people who are making videos on YouTube or on Instagram. Go over there and write a comment over there in English, and try to frame long comments, because what will happen is that that will give you a platform where you are able to practice. And if you're doing it on some English channel specifically, you can write it over there that if there is anybody who would like to correct my sentence, then please feel free to do so, so that somebody else can help you over there, and then you can eventually engage in a conversation over there in the comment section as well. So if you want to do that, if you want to start that thread over here on this video, feel free to do so. I'll correct your sentences, and I say this in every single video. Write down your sentences and I will correct them. I will give you the advice, and on the basis of that, I will be making the new videos. So please take the initiative of engaging in conversations, because you know what, as long as you don't start speaking, as long as you don't start trying to speak something that is required in your daily life, nothing is going to be of use. And the last tip that I have for you today is something that is like a golden advice that I implement whenever I am learning a new language. That is, stop trying to think perfectly. Stop trying to think that if I'm having the best ideas in my language, I'll be able to have that in some other language as well. Because let's talk about facts. We have been speaking our language for a very long time, maybe for 5 years, for 10 years, or I don't know, maybe since even birth. But the new language is a new language for which we're not either having the vocabulary, or sometimes we don't know the grammar. And that's why we cannot expect ourselves to think the same way as we think in our native language. So when you are trying to think in a particular language over here, let's say in English, then please try to think and try to make sentences with whatever words you are having. So please start slow, but just be consistent, because you know, it's not very important to have a speed or accuracy, but it's important to have a flow. And in order to have a flow, you have to give some kind of leverage to yourself, that you can make mistakes and you can speak basic English at the beginning, and with that, eventually with time, you will be seeing improvement. And at the end, I just want to say that you don't stop translating by force. You stop translating when you give your brains better habits. And what I told you about better habits which will help you and start thinking in English. So start ugly, start slow, but start today. And yes, if this video helped you and if you liked it, then please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want me to make videos on any specific topic, then let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.